So, our problem is students' less interest on low-level programming language due to complexity and lack of abstraction.
For the learning issues, understanding the game loop, which a game loop is essential in all games. It handles input processing, game state update, and renderings.
So, this project flowchart contains 3 decision indicates the system features, input from keypad, and output about the movement in applications, and there are 4 processes including setup, pellet spawn, speed, and growth.
Right. The key concept in the snake game is by using three main points, which are register, instruction, and memory management. Instructions such as move, trap, and branching are used in the coding to help develop the snake game in a much more smoother and desired way. Trap is used for system calls to perform specific tasks like drawing and interacting with the screen. Branching is used. Branching includes conditional and unconditional jumps for program flow. Alright. Now let's move on to the next part, where it is about the game structure. Okay, for setup, trap #15 is used to draw graphics like lines and field square, where field square is for the snake's body and pellet, as well as lines is for the border and also the background. Collision checks if the snake hits a wall itself or eats a pellet. If the snake hits a wall, where we call that wall collision, when the snake's head goes out of bound, a game over message is displayed. Whereas if the snake hits its own self, where the snake's head hits its own body, it is called self collision, and game over message is also displayed. And then now let's move on to the pellet mechanics. The pellet are randomly generated in the position grid of the game using the system time, and the snake's size increases after every consumption of a pellet. So that is the game structure. Now let's move on to the next part, which is the special features that are in the game. Control. The game gets faster as you play by decreasing the delay between updates, where the more time you spend on the game, the more faster the snake's movement becomes. Alright. Next, let's move on to the dynamic graphic, where the pen and field colors are dynamically updated for the snake and the background. What does this mean is that whenever the snake consumes a pellet, the body size increases, whereas an extra box is added into the snake's length. For that box to change color, we use the pen and field instruction to update the game.
Video, the pellet is formed at a random location throughout the game grid, and when the snakes manage to consume the pellet, the length of the snake increases by increasing the numbers of boxes for the snakes. As for the collision system, through the video, when the snakes hit the wall, it is game over, and a pop-up message appears saying you have hit the wall. And if there was a self-collision, the game ends as well, but with a pop-up saying you have hit yourself. When game is over, the background screen changes to black.